Whoops. Fucking mic was muted. Can't even see shit on this. Fucking dude, the phone sucks. It's the worst thing for streaming possible. What the fuck? Oh, fucking Paulus. Why is everyone so gay, dude? Like, it's exhausting. It's fucking literally exhausting, dude. I fucking put myself through for the first time watching like a fucking Shane EVS Mandy stream, and I was just like, dude, I can't even get through this. Like, I just kept like turning it off every 5 minutes because I'm like, the bullshit is just unbelievable. I mean, we're literally to the point where fucking this dude is fucking just like, yeah, it's actually great that everyone's canceling each other's projects, you know? Like, fucking, he wants to act like it was some random act of God when it's like he's literally saying, I resented Phil working with Dale, and fucking, there's text messages from Dale that say, hey, I'm canceling you from this project because Mandy told me you leaked your nudes, like, in black and white. And think about how many people came to Comicsgate to give money to fucking essentially EVS, but EVS just set up the fucking GoFundMe, give money to Zach for his lawsuit against Mark Wade. And then now they're just like, yes, no, please, no matter how it happened, fucking, as long as fucking we are canceling people who are up and coming talent, fucking, within the movement, that's how we're gonna build this shit. Whatever though. But yeah, it's like impossible to watch them. It's exhausting. I fucking watched all of Lord Raptor's stream, and yeah, just listening to EVS is like fucking. It's hilarious, but also like a little infuriating. Like you want to like yell at him and just be like, "Dude, your projection is so crazy." Like you can just listen to EVS say what he does about other people, and you can just be like, "Oh yeah, that's like what's going on with you." You know, it's like crazy. I was listening to that fucking Shane stream. No, Linko, it's not a real stream. Uh, this is still just a test, but I'm just testing on my phone. And it sucks. StreamYards on your phone, at least in the Chrome mobile app, sucks dick. I don't think I can control shit from here. Maybe I have to like download the app or something. But yeah, the fucking Chrome web app is super fucking limited. It's gay as shit. Um, yeah, otherwise I'd bring up this video because like literally there's a moment in that Shane and Mandy video when EVS is all pissed off or whatever, and he's like calling out all this shit. And if you just like listen to it and you've been around for even a fucking minute, you can just be like, oh, this is exactly like what you're doing right now. Like everything you're criticizing in other people, that's like you. And like you spiritually know that bad things are gonna fucking happen to you. So now you're like, I hope bad things happen to all these people because like in your mind, you know, if like with the dirt you did, justice wise, like if the universe were actually like functioning like that, where people got their comeuppance, like you would be fucked, you know, because you're a snaky fucking piece of shit, essentially. And it's just like I don't even really care that much, like honestly. Whereas Ethan is wishing we all died and got cancer and like shit. Um, fucking, I'm like, yo, Ethan, if you stop fucking with other people and got all your shit done and made a fucking $1 million on your next campaign, I would be happy for you. Like, I wouldn't be mad about it. Like, I was a Cyberfrog fan. I'm still a Cyberfrog fan. It's like, just get your shit done and stop with all the bullshit. But that'll never happen because that's just not who the guy is. Like in his fucking like heart, you know? Like he doesn't have that in him to be man enough to just get the fuck out of his own way. Like that will never fucking happen with Ethan. Like his ego is too fragile or something. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like whenever I try and understand Ethan, I always just think about it through the lens of like, okay, he like got kicked out of DC probably because of all these behaviors that we've observed in Comicsgate, as well as the fact that he's just late as shit and slow as fuck and lazy. But like, it's not like yeah, he's like obviously a very fucking talented artist. Um, but yeah, I just feel like he brought all that to this space, and he essentially was like, okay, there's a shit ton of money to be made here if I can ingratiate myself with these people. And that's basically what he did. And he's like, I need to make, and like, if I'm trying to like empathize with him, I'm like, okay, you have, I didn't know Andrea was sick. I guess that's just like an old thing or something. Like they've known that for a minute, but I don't even know. I don't even know. Who cares? He has one dependent, or he has an extra dependent now. But when he came into Comicsgate, he like the big thing was like that he had this autistic kid, you know, and well, I don't even know if it was when he came in, but you know, like what I think maybe it was. I think maybe his daughter was like 2 or something when he got booted from DC because he said like him and Andrea prayed, and you know, like it was the most stressful, uncertain time in his life. Um, so yeah, like you think he would, you know, be the most empathy to like people not wanting to be canceled for disagreeing with someone, for rubbing someone the wrong way, you know? Because essentially that's what all the political shit that people always talk about and stuff, even though Ethan's also simultaneously saying that there's no politics in CG, and that's um, all the political shit of him being canceled for being a conservative is fucking bullshit. All right, he got canceled because a bunch of people in the fucking company didn't like him, and they got into positions of power, which happens at every single fucking company to everyone all the fucking time, and it's not like a fucking special event or something you need to rally behind someone about, unless like you're their friends or family. Like those people should rally behind them and take care of them. But yeah, dude, it's so fucking crazy that this guy can't just be like, hey, I'm trying to make as much money as possible because I have like a disabled daughter that's gonna need like a trust fund to take care of her for the rest of her life with her brother who's like too retarded to like handle the situation when she spills nail polish. And fucking now his wife is, you know, sick or was sick, and yeah, so he's just got 2 dependents on him, and it's like that's relatable, you know? Like I understand why you're trying to just get as much money as possible as quickly as possible, you know, like with that shit. But rather than just like be humble about shit, he has to like be the guy who's like, I'm the best fucking artist. Like all this shit with Dale, really, I mean, Ethan told on himself. Like you can just watch it in the Shane stream I just watched, or if you watch Ethan EFAP Lasmat stream. Um, he just needs it to like, I don't know. Essentially, so Dale is like his like pedestal for like a guy that's like great, you know, and he was just really pissed off that Phil, who was like a very big Pit fan, like lifelong, like that was like a dream project for Phil to get like that. And he wasn't like going into it with that. He was just giving Dale ideas and shooting the shit with him in DMs and being happy to talk to Dale Keown, and Dale's the one who's like, yeah, you want to write this? You want to, like, I'll give you a writer credit on this, like all this shit. You know, Dale's the one doing that. Like, Ethan keeps characterizing it as fucking all these people want to fucking work with Dale, when it's like, yeah, of course anyone would want to work with fucking Dale Keown. Like, you want to work with Dale Keown. Like, you said he's your fucking, like, hero, you know? Um, and all these bad things that started to happen seem to happen because you, as you said in your own words on that chain stream, you resented the fact that someone you saw as unworthy, like Phil, would be writing fucking New Pit. And that takes away, because, like, early in Raptor's stream, when he was watching you EFAB fucking the last match, I'm pretty sure you even said that, of course, if Dale were working on Pit in the Omnibus and New Pit, I don't really even give a fuck about the Omnibus, because honestly, like, PTP, like, fucked that up, and, well, he didn't even fuck it up. He just had enough sense in his head to be like, yeah, this is going to be a fucking nightmare. And he had enough balls to be like, yeah, if you called my wife a fucking whore, fuck you, and I'm not going to work with you. And that's where that, like, ends, essentially. Like, there's no more story there, as far as I'm concerned. Like, they spend so much time talking about the PTP stuff and shitting on PTP just so that they can, like, group everyone together. In fact, Ethan on the Shane shit was talking about this because PTP had said that, you know, if they didn't stand together, they would just get picked off one by one. And Ethan was like, I wish you all would stand together so I could throw a grenade at you. And that's the thing. That's what Dungeoneers is. Dungeoneers is so that you can group everyone together and throw a grenade at them. Because individually, if you just look at it, there's a bunch of people you fucked over and ran out of here, all the mid-tier talent, basically, that did nothing to you. And most of them didn't go to the sex dungeon, which it wasn't even a sex dungeon. It was like a bar where they had, like, it's okay if you dress like in BDSM shit, you know? And Cecil led the charge there because Patrick couldn't get people to go. Patrick was trying to be like, yeah, this will be fun, let's all go, or some shit, and fucking no one wanted to go. So then Cecil fucking came down, and people were like, well, if Cecil's gonna fucking go, and he's telling us all to go, then we'll go, you know? I don't think it was like a planned fucking op. I just think Cecil was like, oh, yeah, whatever, like, let's party. You know, like, fucking, it's a bar. It's basically just a fucking bar. But yeah, all the people, so Narwhal and Phil both didn't go. Brandon didn't go. Fucking Phil and Brandon stayed at the bar talking with Well Red. I think Narwhal was around, or he was talking to Irene or something. And I don't know if Irene went. Maybe she went because Allie, I think, went. But, like, that would be the only reason, just because she was, like, you know, hanging out with Allie. And it's just like, half the people that you are labeling this thing didn't even fucking go to the thing that you're fucking... Dude, I've been labeled a Dungeoneer. I've never been to Florida. I've never even been to fucking Florida. I've never even been to the fucking first 3 states above Florida. You know? That's how much I haven't gone south on that side of the coast. You know? And fucking I'm labeled a Dungeoneer. And it's just so that you can group everyone together, and then you can associate people who are like PTP, who, yeah, probably, you know, I think PTP was like a cloud chaser? Yes. Do I care? No. If you like his shit, buy it. If you don't. You know? Fucking... He came and talked on fucking 80s Made one time, and he was like totally fine. He was just like a regular guy, like, you know. So who the fuck cares? Like, it's just a way so that anything clout chasey or wrong that anyone does, anything that's embarrassing that looks like an L online or in person, anything that they can point back to and be like, hey, fuck that guy. They just try and group it all together so that you can apply those traits to every single person, even though every single person that they call Dungeoneers, like, I literally, half of them did not go to the dungeon. Like, just think about how crazy that is. That cognitive dissonance there. And the fact that they fucking still run with this shit. It's fucking crazy, dude. Um, but yeah, going back to fucking just Ethan's bullshit about it. Yeah, he was mad resentful. He has said that Dale did not have enough time and he does not work fast enough and he does not do enough art at this point in his life that he could realistically work on the Pit Omnibus and Salamandroid or New Pit and Salamandroid. I think he's on page 3 of Salamandroid. It's been like 3 or 4 years. Like, I forget. When I looked up that Lepresti stream where I found Dale being like, oh yeah, fuck working on Salamandroid. I'd rather work on Pit, dude. We got New Pit coming out. I'm working with this great new guy. He's giving me crazy ideas, you know? Like for New Pit. You know, when Dale was all hyped about that and he looked healthy and not like a fucking pickled skeleton. Even though he's looking a little better. I hope he stopped drinking. But I need to stop drinking. Shit. But fucking yeah, like even then uh he was like fucking totally about Pitt and working with Phil. And Ethan resented that. He even said it. He said it today on Shane's, and I was like, wow, man, it's crazy how honest this guy can just be about how fucking shitty of a person he is to his fans, you know? He's just like, yeah, I resented this. It's a fucking marquee property. Like all this shit. Dude, if it were, listen, if it were a marquee property, it would have been made by now, you know? Like Image would have acquired it. It would be fucking in studios being produced as a movie and shit. Like, it's not a marquee property. The art in it is fucking legendary. That's the thing. The art is fucking like goated, dude. Like the art is fucking fantastic, you know? And the story's what the fuck ever. And no one cares. You know, and it came out slow when you were releasing it because you had delays then. So you were slow back then. Because I hear Dale does like a million passes on his art, which is like understandable because it's that fucking good, but that doesn't make a good comic book. You know, like you have to like keep a story going. And back when comic books were releasing the way they were releasing back then, you need like a pace to it. You know, like people actually wanted the next thing quickly. They didn't want to wait fucking 3-4 years for whatever the fuck, you know, no matter what it was and no matter how detailed it was, you know? So, I don't know, man. It's just so stupid. Now they're like, yeah, we're going to do the omnibus. And it's like, dude, you're going to do 5 volumes of 20 issues. So each issue has 4, each omnibus, which means trade paperback, is 4 fucking issues. So you're releasing 5 trade paperbacks. And you think, dude, I can't wait to even see how the first one goes. It'll make money. It'll make a lot of money. I'm sure about that. But, yeah, it's gonna be production hell. It's gonna be shitty fucking quality because they're gonna grab it from scans, and I don't think they're gonna fucking do it right. Dale does not have half the shit he says he has, as far as content for actually doing the omnibus. I assume Billy is doing most of this shit. Billy and Niall, and I think there was another guy who was helping them compile all the pit stuff for Pat. Um, yeah. So I don't know. It's gonna be a trade paperback of dubious quality that's gonna cost you probably like $50 or some shit. They'll probably do a hardcover too. Like, but yeah, it's you can just go and buy Pit. You can just go and buy all of Pit. I bet you'll spend less than $100 getting every Pit issue. You know? And it's like, even if you can't find it, it doesn't really matter. Like when I read the stories, it doesn't even really it doesn't even matter if you read them in order. You know, it's like just having the book and looking at the art is like the cool thing. You know, the story is kind of dog shit. Um, it's not like dog shit. It's just super basic and it's kind of disjointed and shit. And yeah, it's just directionless, I guess. But yeah, it's just so funny that Ethan has fully come out and said he resented Phil working with Pitt. Pitt was not gonna fucking vibe with him working on Salem Android, which hasn't even, there's been no movement on that, so it doesn't even matter. Him getting Dale off any of this shit, regardless of whether like he was planning anything or whether he was just talking shit about everything in the back rooms, because that's what I think. He's like, it was like an act of God, and it's like, no, you, Shane, Malin, fucking Mandy, like people like all these different people, we're always like hanging out, nebulously. Occasionally you'd be on streams together, then you have a show, and then you get off and you shoot the shit a little bit, and you would probably just bring up shit like this, like your grievances and your resentment over fucking Phil and people getting opportunities with Dale Keown when he was supposed to be working on Salem Android because you're gonna pay him a ridiculous page rate and all this bullshit. You just like put this out there. You seeded the air with it, essentially. And then Mandy's like, oh, I know what I can do. Since I already have my hooks in this fucking sad guy, I can just be a fucking hoe and go and cry victim to him and say that he released my nudes when it was fucking Dean. And Dean said from the beginning that it was him, and he found them all by just throwing her picture in a fucking reverse AI search engine and finding all those ads with Hot Wife Mandy and shit. Like, yeah, like you fucking went out your way to plant in Dale's mind that Phil did that and it was war campaign. And Malin had a beef with Phil because he incorrectly thought that Phil was talking about his wife at a fucking convention when Sean Aaron just came and had lunch with us, and fucking no one who was there can remember what the fuck was said that made fucking Malin think all this fucking shit talk was going on about his wife. And he doesn't talk about it anymore because he knows he was wrong. Because like Sean will fucking talk to all of us, Mark will talk to all of us, and those are the two people that said they Malin talked to him. And fucking we talked to fucking Sean, and Sean's like, I haven't talked to John Malin in 2 years, you know? And it's like, my good buddy Sean of 20 years. It's like, dude, you haven't even talked to him. But so that's like that was another factor. And then you have Ethan resenting fucking Phil for working on this and taking up Dale's time. And when fucking Ethan doesn't think he's worthy. So you have three of the main people who are all embroiled in this that all have a fucking agenda to make this not fucking happen. And I'm not saying they conspired together and made some secret fucking plot, but you poison the fucking water just with like your attitude and your fucking what you're saying to people, in private. And I'm not saying you need to like release what you've said in private to people or some shit. I'm just saying like we all talk shit and like bullshit in back rooms. So you're all saying these were your sentiments and this is what you felt. And like we can see the effects of it. And then I mostly put it all on Mandy because Mandy is the one that planted that idea in Dale's head, whether it was malicious or not, whether she was just fucking retarded and thought it was Phil, even though Dean was literally saying it was him. She's the one that got that project canceled. So just the same way that you would look at like a Mark Wade who just gets into the business of a project that has nothing to fucking do with them and gets it fucking jammed up, that's the same way you should look at fucking Mandy Summers. And if you don't have a problem with that, you are not CG. You are not what CG was. Like, you are not what the ideal was. You are not what fucking the like principles of the thing were. There's no reason to even associate with CG. Like, what new CG is is fucking insane, dude. Like OnlyFans whores are like our co-hosts now. It's fucking insanity, bro. We were talking shit about Heather Antos for like winking at fucking editors to like get on editorial staff, you know? Like we were mad about her flirting with nerds. I don't even think she fucked nerds. She just flirted with old fucking editors and they gave her a fucking job and then she had more power than she deserved and she fucked with people. Like, you know, because she had an agenda to drive. And that's like literally what you guys are doing. You have an agenda, you're gonna fucking insert it into everything and fucking attack people that you don't like and try and run them out. And it's like, dude, you have become the thing that you claim to hate. It's so fucking retarded, dude. I don't know. Yo, Fowler. Yo, Linko. Yo, thank you for everyone that showed up. This is just a test stream for the phone. That's why the audio is dog shit. Yeah. Fuck StreamYards, dude. I think I'm just gonna use Streamlabs OBS. But I got this shit for like another week. So just trying it out. But yeah, anyway, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy that they just come out and say the shit now. They're just like, yeah, no, I resented Phil for working with Dale. He fucking was gonna take up Dale's time when he could be drawing Silent Android, which he's still not drawing. You know, it's so fucking retarded, dude. I mean, it's just obvious. That's the thing that's upsetting. Like, someone said this. I saw a tweet about it, but it's the fans. Maybe it was Edwin. I don't know. It's the fans of the thing, like the supporters, the diehards, the fanatics. That you're like, what the fuck, dude? How can you not like see that this is what's going on? Like, this dude is there. You are just writing this guy a fucking check, handing it to him, and just saying, do what the fuck ever, endlessly with my money. As he bullshits around and fucking blows money. Dude, he blows money in front of our faces like crazy. It's fucking insane. Front row tickets to all these dying fucking pop stars and shit. Like all this wasteful bullshit. And then fucking we have three kings come out and all say, well, you gotta live off the crowdfunding money while you make the project. And it's like, wait, have you guys been living off of all of our money this whole time? I thought all the funds were going into making the project as quickly as possible, as quality as possible. Get that done, and then maybe you take a little profit at the end. Or maybe you take a big profit if your fucking campaign was really successful. It's like, nah, dude, they've just been living off of our fucking money. And they think that's like acceptable. You know? It's fucking crazy, dude. It's crazy the shit that they've admitted to this year. And then they're like, man, I wonder why it's been a hard year. I wonder why like this year has been so much like blood sports and hate and like people fucking drama shit. You know, it's like, really? Do you? Like why do you wonder that? Like with the shit people have pulled, like why would you possibly wonder that? Of course it's gonna be like that. Ugh. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like these people like lie to like each other and like to everyone's faces. And there's like video evidence of the shit. Like I'm not trying to like hate on Shane too much because like honestly Shane is like just fine. Like Shane's like a fucking worm, dude. Like his art's really good, but his story, same thing. Story, dog shit. Um, can't write worth dick. Just hire a writer and don't make it your fucking retarded wife. Um, yeah, dude. Like Shane at least puts the fucking work in and shit. And like even with the fight shit, like Shane's like not a fucking total slouch. You know, I'm like, oh, he fights better than I thought he would. He still fights like an old fucking 40-year-old man that was fat all of his life and is now like just less fat. And he's like, yeah, the fact, dude, it was just like I couldn't believe when I saw the shit where Shane was like trying to be like, oh, he bled all over me, and the blood. I learned that I was afraid of blood in that fight. Like the dude, that's insane cope. Like that's so fucking insane, and that no one in that fucking group called him on that. Like, I was laughing when fucking Baron said he was gonna draw Conan's hand, and then fucking Graham's like, "What's the hand gonna be doing?" That was making me laugh because Shane literally like canceled whatever Fourth of July plans he had. He was so mad about his Fourth of July getting canceled last year. You know, he's gonna take his daughter to the fireworks, even though she was like fucking one, so she wouldn't remember shit. So he was really just going to the fireworks, but his channel got auto struck because like AI hit him because he had the baby face filter on or something. He was like looking at titties and just like wires got crossed or something. But anyway, you know, he blamed Raptor and then he, you know, went on Raptor and like explained why he had blamed him but didn't apologize or whatever. Who even cares? Ancient history. But we know how important the Fourth of July is to Shane Davis, and he needs to get that baby to see some fucking fireworks. Um, so fucking he canceled whatever plans he had to like launch Ethan's book, and then Ethan's like, no, we're not doing that today because he didn't want to take a fucking L on that if it didn't fucking fund correctly. Because pretty much everyone's been critical of the art and been like, this is not a story we want. Like this fucked up and weird and sucks and like yeah, it's just a like totally ill-conceived thing for the property and for the character. Um, but but yeah, fucking that happens. Then Mike Barron's drawn Conan's hands, and Graham Nolan's like, "Where are the hands?" And Shane Shaw just sit there like this fucker is fucking dude. They're taking a handshake as a death threat, bro. It's crazy, bro. Dan Fraga has the handshake of death, bro. Dude, Dan Fraga is the best excuse for a late book of fucking anyone. You know, his hands were literally shaky because his like spine was fucking pinching his like spinal column. Like he had like nerve damage. Like like he had to have fucking spinal surgery. Like that is the most legit of the excuses for shit being late. And I'm not even like excusing it. Like I told him, do not fucking stream, do not re-engage with CG, get your book out. You don't even have to talk to anyone until your book comes out, and then you can hop back on streams. And he told me he could do both. And I'm like, all right, all power to you, brother. And this is what happens when you do both. You get involved in all this drama bullshit just because you had on people that are fucking, dude, Dan, didn't you know those guys are in the no group? They're dungeoneers, even though half of them didn't go to the dungeon, you know? It's like, it's fucking retarded shit. And Dan was just like, why are we all attacking each other? Because he's coming back from having spinal surgery. His house got flooded. All this fucking shit that happened. And he had to take that job, and just like, I'm not excusing it. Like he took the money, and essentially, hopefully it's in escrow, but he hasn't fucking fulfilled anything from his campaign, so he needs to do that, and that's all I was saying to him. Is like, dude, just 100% laser focus on this. All this other stuff's gonna distract you, you know. And look where we are, you know. And Ethan is trying to spin it and throw that in his face, which is fucking hilarious. It's like, dude, oh my god, you talking to anyone about late books is absurd. And he says he like released something like 26 campaigns. It's like, yeah, dude, when you release 26 campaigns and you have 3 books to show for it, that's a fucking problem. You know, like what has he made that's new? Everything is reprinted. Kyle recolored it. Like what? You cleaned up some of the line work? Like it's all reprinted shit. So you gathered together a bunch of files, you fucking niced it up a little bit, had someone else do the nicing up for you, and then fucking you released it. Like you have not launched 26 campaigns that you have fulfilled. Like what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like the shit Ethan says is fucking insane. I mean, I it's just like it's like funny at this point. Like fuck. I'm just like listening to it like, oh really? And Ethan's like trying to be like, I'm mad. I'd better not see these people in person. What are you gonna do, Ethan? This is the same Ethan that's like 300 pounds, fucking smashing Tim Pool's chairs, fucking busted elbow. You say he's got wonk elbow. He can't fucking strain his arm out from fucking falling and twisting his elbow behind him or some shit because it's like 300 fucking pounds. He is fatness alone. He has become fatness alone. And he will remain fatness alone. He will never be fitness together. Like, it's so gay. It's so retarded. Like, imagine a 300-pound fucking gay guy from Jersey being like, I'm gonna fuck you up if I see you at the comic book convention. And he's like wearing acid wash jeans. Like, oh my god, what a fucking faggot. As he like licks a urinal because he took a bong hit out of a fucking downslide. He took a bong hit out of a slider from a fucking bong, which was like not in a bong. Like it was he literally took a fucking one rip that he didn't inhale from like a bong slider that was not attached to a bong and then fucking licked a urinal. Like, he's like, if I see you, I'm gonna fuck you up, faggot. I better not see you. I'm angry now. Fucking Ethan. Uh, I'm not even trying to do Ethan voice. It's just a fucking fact. Anyway. Oh my god. But yeah, it's just funny how everything we said that CG was doing or new CG was doing, um, as far as the pitch it has happened. It has all come to fruition. So literally, like Phil being suspicious about the shit and not wanting Dale to tell anyone, and all that shit. Like since Dale had told people every single thing that was expected to happen from CG happened. Ethan got fucking ass mad about it. Fucking hella resentful, poisoned the water. Fucking John's ass got all fucking bitch mad. And he had all these, like, the shit in his head about fucking Phil talking about his fucking wife, which was not happening. And then fucking, Mandy ass mad about Phil for some reason. That is like I guess the weirdest thing about it. That's the only thing that ever makes me like maybe Ethan did say something. Like I mean maybe Mandy just saw an opportunity because she's like, yeah, if I do this, Ethan will be happy with me. And look at the end result. Ethan's super happy with Mandy. He's like, Mandy's the greatest thing ever because she got this project fucked up. You know, I don't even care that she's a whore. I call all women whores and fucking who cares? She's the whore I like because she fucked with my enemies or something. Which weren't your enemies. Like, none of those. I mean, maybe PvP was or whatever. I don't know what the fuck all that trauma was. Apparently, you guys had some long term resentment before all this shit. But, or at least you thought he was, like, unworthy, but just necessary to keep around or something. But, yeah, the Phil shit, like, Phil wasn't your enemy. Like, he wasn't, you know, mad. Like, Ethan's always like, I never liked Phil. He's a greaseball. It's like, why? Like, why didn't you like Phil? You know, can you give us anything that would, like, tell us why you thought that? That was just your gut instinct. You know, you just thought that. And then you made it into reality by if you wanted to put it in fragga terms by kicking a dog, and then when it barks back at you, you say it's a bad dog. But yeah, no, you just poison the water. Like, you know, you're like, I don't like this guy. I don't want him around. And now he's working on a project with my hero, which is going to take away from the productivity of my project. And then just suddenly everything shifts to where he's not working on that project. I wonder why that happened. I wonder why when the biggest guy in a movement or in a thing is like, hey, I don't want this to happen. I'm not gonna plan anything, you know, like I don't know if Ethan planned anything or if he like had any, you know, like Mandy, go do something or some shit like that. I don't think he did. Probably not. I don't think he's like that obtuse. You know, he knows shit like that could possibly come back on him if it's in front of other people. Who the fuck even knows? Who cares? You obviously poisoned the water the moment that you heard about that shit. Like, you're gonna act like you weren't telling people in back rooms when you're talking to all these people privately that like Phil should not be working with Dale Keown, even though you're resentful about it. Like, come on, dude. You can't even stay off live telling people like how resentful you are of people, and you think that like you're not doing this in back rooms, and you're the biggest guy, so all these people want to people please you, and you're kind of just putting it out there that you don't really fuck with these people at all, and they're fucking with your business by just working on a project with the same fucking artist. Like, they didn't snipe them. You can look at the fucking receipts. Phil was just talking to Dale about the fucking shit. And Dale's like, yeah, dude, you should write this. Like, I'll give you a writer credit on it. You know? Why the fuck would Phil not do that? He should have been like, oh, thank you, Dale, but actually, Ethan Van Sciver thinks I'm not worthy. So I actually have to decline doing this legendary writing opportunity. Like, that's what in Ethan's like world should have happened in his mind. Like, some crazy shit like that. Like, it's fucking wild, dude. And then he's like, yeah, I had nothing to do with this. Yeah, I had nothing to do with everything that I wanted to happen exactly happening that way because I'm the biggest guy in this group. I just influence shit just by the shit I say, even if I don't directly get my hands dirty. He's like, I learned not to message War Campaign or whoever's the new people who are Ethan's like strike force that I want them to dox JDA's dad. Like, you know, he's like, I learned that when I tell people who I think are my strike force to do something incredibly gay, they'll be like, oh no, that's actually a really gay move, Ethan. And we're gonna like tell people that you're like that. And then that's why he hates War Campaign. Is because it's like all the people that know this guy that actually like know what he's like behind the fucking scenes, you know. And I'm not like a big War Campaign guy. I wasn't even around during the heyday of it. But everyone who's still kind of like around that War Campaign area, um, who I've met, like all the main people who still post on like Twitter or like talk, you know, fucking they're all just like cool dudes. Like, I'll talk to them about shit that has literally zero to do with CG. You know, absolutely fucking zero. Just like shared past experiences and shit. Like, and fucking, you know, like dumb shit, you know, like working on a fucking car, like shit like that. Like, or like what motorcycle to buy or something. Like, you know, like just guy shit. And it's like, I'm like, hey, actually, all these people seem like really normal compared to the average CG person I talk to. You know, all the people that are embroiled in all this comic shit, it's like hella cringe a lot of the time. Like, a lot of the people take it so seriously, and I mean, I get it. Like, if it's your thing, you know, like I get it. Yeah, like I get why you are super protective of it, but yeah, it just like wasn't my thing. I was like, oh, this like the outlet for people to like tell independent story like telling like where fucking Gamergate didn't have a viable alternative to mainstream gaming because making a video game is so fucking expensive at this point. Um, Comicsgate kind of did have that where like there was a viable alternative, especially after a bunch of pros came over. But it turns out that that was actually like the death of the thing, essentially. Like that's when it became not an independent thing. They just brought all over all the mainstream practices to fucking the independent space, and then yeah, just ingratiated themselves and dominated. Fucking anyway, I've been rambling fucking long enough. I'm gonna leave with this shit. Fuck. I totally fucked that up. Anyway, whatever. CG Mobile sucks dick. Not CG Mobile. Fucking StreamYard's mobile sucks dick. Anyway, later.